Okay, 1404, good luck. So we get black for this one. Opponent, how many games? 17,000 games of Rapid in a year. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. Let's go D5. We've done 1,200 in 6 years. That's a rather a lot less. Let's just develop, get our bishop up. We probably bring the bishop up and get it outside the pawn chain. Got to be careful with this structure though, just in case white tries to blast through. But otherwise, I'm just going to get my bishop up. We could go like this and try and remove the defending bishop. We could. Actually, let's line that up, shall we? Play queen across, just preparing to come up here and remove the defending bishop. He's played knight down to guard that. Okay. I won't worry about that then. I will just play pawn up. So we just effectively wasted a move, but not to worry. Oh, he wants to launch one here as well. Okay. Gotta be a bit careful. My queen does guard the pawn if I choose to take, but I think we need to just drop back. And then if takes, we can take back somewhere or other. Bit unusual for a 1400, isn't it? So is that a threat? I don't think it is. I think I should take there and just castle, but I'm reinforcing this, aren't I? Because I've got the queen there as well. So I think I can take and take. But there might be a trick with bishop at the end. Is he going to play that? Gain a pawn, lose a bishop, gain a bishop, lose a pawn. Say we move, lose a rook, gain a bishop. I could just play the bishop here and he can't push, so I've got bishop here if needed. I can play this bishop in with a check first as well. What about here and then here? Yeah, I could just take. No, let's just play it simple. Let's just take. If he sees a sacrifice like this, it's fairly advanced in it then. I've still got knight up and connect the rooks. I should be fine. It's just whether he sees a sacrifice like this. Well, he doesn't. Okay, so we can go here and attack the queen. We can throw a check in. Or we can just drop back. I think we should probably just drop back. But should we? If we move our knight, we can attack this knight. He wants to go here. So if I go here, does it just give him a queen development move? Possibly, yeah. Let's just drop back. Let's just drop back. He started this very well. My bishop is loose. I might try and just get my knight into play. Oh, he's put his knight there instead of the bishop here. What's the idea? I'm not sure. Let's get our knight up. Oh, excuse me. Oh, he's played knight in, so he's happy to trade a knight. That could and should be good for us. Depends how he takes back, but there is a pawn target, but we're just trying to be sensible for the time being. So I've got bishop here. I can throw a check in. I just don't want to do something really stupid. So what about bishop here again? If he sacrifices, we take. We attack the knight. It looks fine to me, so I'm going to play it, attack the rook. There might be some sort of trick, but we're well protected, so I think we're all right. A knight up. Queen up connects the rooks. I could just take a pawn. Actually, what does he do if we take the pawn? Let's just take there and maybe come back. Because the rook doesn't... Man, if we give up the bishop here, it could be dangerous sacrifice territory. A lot of pressure coming on the pawn. So rook here, we probably won't take it. Excuse me. Maybe check or get the knight developed or just drop the bishop back. Yeah. Oh, he has gone for this, so he's seen a sacrifice here. Okay. I guess I'll have to take with a bishop, right? If rook takes, is he going to play a move like queen takes? But how the heck has he seen that? I think I'm actually better going with the rook. I'm better going with the rook here and seeing what he does, but my back rank is covered. He's got a move like queen down, but I can take here or I can take the rook, but I don't think I should. He's playing this remarkably well. I think I should go with the bishop. But he can take, and the queen check to hit here. He hasn't done it. So I can go back, but I think I'm better off throwing a check in first. and then maybe get the bishop up to attack the rook. Now I can check here as well. Now is he in a lot of trouble now? Yeah, he might be finished just with that move there. He's going to have to block. Yeah, that might actually be enough, mightn't it? My knight guards here. The king can't run this way, so he's had to block. So now we've just got to be careful here that he can't do this, but obviously right now he's in a pin. Knight over, he can take, we can take. Queen up is probably good. We attack both rooks and there's a pin. So let's play queen up. Threaten to take, threaten to take. Threaten rook across. So he's played across there. So I guess we take now. And if he does queen take, we can take here. That should be good enough. If he takes with the king, we can always check and get the queen off or check this way or something. He's got to go with the king, I think. Not the queen. And then we can maybe just even get our rook into the game. Anywhere will do. So he's seen that. So we can check here and trade. We've got queen, rook, bishop, and we've got an extra knight. And we've got 5 pawns against 4. So we're up a lot of material. So we just want to be sensible. I like the idea of a check here actually, so the king can't easily run. So the king can't just step back this way. And if you come here, we're going to get a check. And if you come forward, well, that's just plain dangerous. So well, that's what he's gone for. So we need to get our rook active, but where? I think I might go here. He's got no easy move to kick our bishop, so our queen should be safe. We're threatening a check here, or maybe a check here. I just want to be sensible here. If he takes a pawn, we can check. So he's come forward. So if we check here, if he ends up on a dark square, we can check and win the queen, and he can't go there. So his pawn up just winning. I think he has to go here, right? He has to. I think he has to. And then we can check and get the queen off. So it should be winning with a pawn up. If he steps on a dark square, we can check and win the queen. If he goes in the light square, we can check and get the queen off, and that should be good enough. So he's seen it, but we'll just get the queen off and take the risk out. Now he probably can grab the pawn, but obviously we're up a lot of material, so it's not too disastrous. I think bishop back here should be good. It's well protected. So if bishop takes, the rook can take back, and then we keep this material here. Could have been a lot of danger there. But there's these sacrifices and then the queen f3 move. We'll look at that after the game. See if we were actually worse or not there. It's just a case of trying to find a way to convert without messing it up now, of course. Like, we can drop the bishop back to be safe if he doesn't trade. Well, and he hasn't, so I guess we just take then. Let's just get rid of the bishop. Rook check doesn't do a lot. We can just step up. So check, take. I'm trying to see if there's any way to go for checkmate. I don't actually see it. But we don't want to allow this in a back rank mate threat. But check, if he goes here, we can always step up and not let him in. So I think it's fine to take. Here, we can always drop back here and stop his king coming further in. We just don't want to blunder some weird stalemate, but I don't see one right now. I think I'm better coming this way. Come out over instead of going in over. Feels safe. I can put the rook forward. Less risk of his rook getting into attack us. The king can't step in now to boxes. So he's threatening a check now, but I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe knight across. Maybe king over. Forward, rook check. King up, he takes. We take and take here. It's just paying attention, isn't it? How do I do it? I mean, I can go here. Actually, I think I'll go here. But here lets him in, but I can always go here, right? Yeah. Let's go here to stop him collecting our pawns. If we swap these two, we'd be very happy. So he's thrown a check in, but now I can block with the knight, and that stops him coming here. Just got to pay attention to not blunder a stalemate, but he's got pawn pushes. So I'll push this pawn and keep it. Now we want to try and get this pawn if we can. So is there a checkmate net here now? So check and check. I don't quite see it. Check. He goes back. Check. He has to go there. check. He has to come down, check. He comes behind. Oh, it's going to be winning, isn't it? Oops. Don't mix my move order up there. I nearly pushed the pawn and lost the rook. Now we're going to check. Has to come down. We'll check and collect a pawn. Again, is there a mate threat? Check, he's got that anyway, but I'm not bothered about if I miss a technical checkmate or not. We're just going to try and win the game. So we'll collect. Our opponent's king is further into our half of the board than our own king is. You don't tend to see that very often. So he's come forward. So I guess we can just run the pawn up now. I mean, we can play rook here or rook here. Actually, let's just go here and see how he defends it. So we're not in any rush, we just want to win the game. So the same thing here, just drop back and hit the pawns. If down, we'll just take the other one. And then if he takes, we can take back. So he's gone to guard. So here, takes. Let's just reinforce it. And again, if he pushes, we can always take. And if he takes either, we can take back. It looks fine. We could just run this pawn at the board as well. The knight protects it though, so there's no rush. We just got to be in time for the 3 minutes. Excuse me. So he's played the rook forward. I think I'll just push the pawn here and start marching it up the board. He can't actually play his king back up, can he, because of the rook and the knight. But again, rook across just to be sensible and keep him under pressure here. And then just run. I like the look of that actually. Let's play rook across and push the pawn. Okay. So what do we want to do now? I'm going to push the pawn. Let's take back. We just try and come in, bring our king up maybe. Or we could try and go the other way. Depends obviously what he does. Okay, so what to do? I've got knight up. We can sack this one and go after this, but I think I should bring the king up first. Just make sure we're ultra cautious here, ultra certain. Then knight up and just pressure the pawn. So knight up now, hit the rook and the pawn. And eventually we're going to convert somehow. Just make sure that king has always got a legal move, at least one, so there's no stalemate. There's nothing wrong with him playing on just in case we blunder it, though. It does happen. It does happen. Games do go wrong. Oh, wait, he's on his rook. I nearly took the pawn instead of the rook. That was careless, but we got it. We spotted it in the end. That's what matters. But yeah, I have a feeling there was some dangerous tactics early on. We'll find out shortly. Right, he's resigned, so let's see what it was in engine speak. But I have a feeling we might have been blundering some dangerous tactics early on there. 49 moves. They're the move times for both players there. So let's analyze it. The Hungarian opening or the variation. So all the end here, we've played that pretty well. Maybe there wasn't any tactics and we'll just find out. But it looks like there wasn't actually. Slightly up and down in the opening, just the first 9 moves till castling. Then by move 10 we're better the rest of the game. But 93 and 87 on the accuracy. Again, considering the rating gap there, it's really good from our opponent, isn't it? Considering the rating gap as well. Got to be a little bit careful in some of these lines. Like I say, that you don't let the bishop explode wide open here. So I might have wasted a little bit. It's a move, but I might have wasted a bit of a move there. Just go pawn up, develop and castle, something like that. But it is still a move, this. So a knight in here, and of course, you're just thinking, well, is he going to sacrifice, even though it doesn't actually necessarily do anything right now. So we play pawn up, bishop up, then pawn forward, bishop back. So that's now better for us, and we should have just kicked the knight immediately. We should have done. We didn't. We traded. So it's still level here, and this is where we just start to build an advantage. So castling was okay, slightly better for white. He pushed the wrong pawn there. Should have pushed this one, as you can see. And I guess we just play knight across, even if we lose a pawn. Possibly knight back, possibly, but it was a blunder. So we take. We grab the pawn. Then I wondered if there's a line of tactics here when he goes for these sacrifices. b3. If you're going to play b3, you generally want to play the bishop to b2. And then he brought the knight out instead. So we just drop back, knight up. So we're now 2.5 better, and we're just getting better and better and better. But when these sacrifices came, yeah, so rook takes, that's the move you're looking at instinctively straight away, but it's still better for us, plus 3.5. So it's still better for us. He pushed his pawn instead of taking. So we grab the pawn then here. Yeah, rook takes, and if king takes, queen check. But I can actually, I've seen now, I can actually drop the bishop back. But he should have gone for that as well. So has he got a different triangulation somewhere? He should have played rook takes. We should not take back. We should play queen to e6. Okay, so we should play queen to e6 or turn the engine on. Oh, I guess I could... common sense, I guess you would maybe... For me, I'd probably play the bishop back with a check and it's protected by the knight. Then just most likely take. I don't see the immediate danger. You just got to be careful. Like queen check back, you don't blunder a checkmate, but the back rank's covered. So, but the engine is saying don't take the rook back immediately. So what happens if we do? Oh, we're still plus 5 better, so that's just no reason not to, is there? If we take back, you've got a check or a check. So if you check here, we just drop the bishop back. And we're plus 5 better, so there's no reason not to take back. That's just engines being engines. So we did throw the check in, we got the bishop up. Then we're just trying to win material here and get the queen off the board. It minimizes risk. Simple chess. Now here, don't worry about the rook coming in, just go here and go for a checkmate is the idea there. But I'm never bothered about whether I miss technical quicker checkmates or not. I just want to play to win the game. So yeah, here, there's obviously a mating net here, but I'm not really looking for it. Or maybe king here and pawn up and then rook across. It's going to be a mating net, but I just don't look for technical mates like that. I just look for the simplest way to convert without messing it up. We start marching down the board. Then in the end there, we managed to spot that the rook was hanging, so we got the win. But it can consider the rating gap there. Very good effort by our opponent, wasn't it? Very good, so well done.